It's always a joy bringing you personalities who have made their marks in society every week on the Sunday interview. Today, I have as guest a man who is uncompromising in his quest for cultural harmony, is young and is enjoying the transition from decades of civil and professional life abroad now to royalty. TSI returns in a moment to unveil his identity. This is the Sunday interview. I'm Jokeli Jado. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Our guest today is one of Nigeria's youngest monarchs in Nigeria's southwest, of course. He is referred to as emperor by many. Help me make welcome the imperial ruler of Iwo Kingdom, the Oluwo of Iwo,
land.
Oba Adewale Rashid Akanbi. You're welcome to the program, Kabiyesi.
Thank you very much. Welcome.
Now, I'm going to start like this. What part of your, growing up prepared you for this task as a king?
Preparing for this is not something you do. You don't prepare for something. It has to be embedded in you. You have to be born with it. And everything that makes you special, everything that makes you who you are, you don't learn it when you get here. There's nothing that you can learn like that. And you can't be scripted. All has to be inbred.
Part of you.
Part of you, which is more spiritual. It's very deep. But it's, you can say it's more deep and very spiritual. And so it's not something I don't prepare. Even when I go to occasions, I don't prepare my speech. I just tell God to, please, everything I'm saying, I want it to be from you, your own wisdom. And that's all we need to do. So
did you know at any point while you were growing up that, one day you would be seated, on the stool?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I know I'll become great. I know I'll be great. The same way our great father, Oduduwa, God bless him, knows that he will be great. Before I was born, they told my mother what the name, which name they must give me. That they should give me Adewale. Adewale in Yoruba, and Adewale is in Yoruba, which in English means
the crown has come back.
It brought back. So they said anywhere that he is, he will bring the crown back home. It's happening now. Even the same thing they gave me in Islam, my name in Islam, which means Abdul Rashid, is the one that actually showed people the right way. It's actually happening. So, and growing up, there are many messages that come. People will just meet me on the street and say, that crown is too revealing on your head. Always, please, put on a cap. Yes. And I started wearing, because they started warning, started coming that people see that spiritually, that people can see that the crown is on your head. And we can say it's too revealing, it's too glaring, that you should be wearing a cap. Okay. Well, I myself knows inside me that I would actually be great, and I will be somebody. And when it comes to this time, when the kingship comes, that's when I say, oh, this is the time. All the experiences that I garner everywhere, because I traveled a lot. I've traveled to over 50 countries in the world.
Wow.
And I've lived in many countries. I speak different languages, French, German, some Spanish, some Eastern European language, which is Bulgaria, Czechoslovakia. So, and there's a lot. I've traveled a lot. I've been in wars. And so it's a lot of experience that makes me to actually, what we say, to you have a lot of humility and humble myself anywhere that I go.
So I can greet you in German. I can say wie geht's?
Wie geht's there?
Oh, that's good.
Good.
So let me ask you what your experience has been like, living abroad.
It's an experience, a life. Wow. It's not something that you will ask for. But when the time changes and when Nigeria, when people start stealing the money, corruption is going on, it actually pushes many people out. And corruption has actually killed a lot. It has killed a lot of our children. It has sent our children to the second slavery, which they have to go by themselves. They were not forced to. The slavery that you have to buy your own ticket and put yourself in that slavery. The slavery that you don't never want. And these are actually, and when you go into that slavery, a lot can happen. That is very, very, it's sad. So my experience, you see now, it's a sad one.
Wow. Now, I know it's not up to a year since, you took up this task as the ruler of the Igbo people. And of course, I know that, couldn't have been very easy at all, as much as, I mean that, every day people come to you looking for advice, looking for help. As a royal father, let me ask you that away from all this, how do you relax?
Let me tell you, when you're talking about
relaxation,
I see a bricklayer who works in the sun for over 25 years and never gets sick. And I see a rich man in his own house, under the air condition and everything, and got sick and died. And is not even living healthy. What do you think about that? Is that you? Is that God? Everything that happens to man is more spiritual than what we're thinking about. You have to go with God. The spiritual is very, very, very essential to human existence every day. You don't own yourself.
I'm still going to talk about, of course, some of your preferences. Let's talk sports now. For sports, I don't know, did you play any kind of sports? Are you interested in any kind of sports? Way back now?
Yeah. Table tennis, soccer, and not so good at it because I don't really have the time, but as I don't want to be injured. I want my feet to get in. So soccer, I play sometimes, but not every time. I want to break my feet. So, but table tennis, lawn tennis, there's this hardball that we play also, in North America, which is a very nice one. Then I play cards. Have you played spades before? Yeah, spades is very, very beautiful.
Okay.
Spades, hearts, those are nice, beautiful. If you know how to play spades, you have
helps
to be,
you intellectually.
Yes, you have to be very good up there.
Let's talk about food.
Yes.
If we wanted to thrill you with a dish, I don't know the native food of Igbo people. What would it be? Something pounded yam and something? I don't know. What would that dish be for you, though?
If I take any something like dumpling, which is like pounded yam and something, I like to take a little bit because it's more on the heavy side.
Okay.
And I like to stay healthy.
Okay.
I like to be very, when it comes to, and I'm always not a fan of too much oil in my food. So I drink more of lime every day. It's very good for you. Yeah. Now, you can be sick when you drink lime every day.
Wow. So let me ask you, the name Emperor, where did it come from? Emperor.
Emperor is not about machetes and guns and killing people and winning lands or guns and stuff. Empire comes from your dream. Let me tell you, I always say the poor man is not the one without money. The poor man is the one without a dream. Emperor is about ideas. When I talk about emperor, it's about ideas. And we've been coming with ideas a lot these days. Ideas of how the kingship should be. Idea of how how a kingdom should be run. Ideas on, there are many ideas that we brought. Telu jeans, which is the local fabrics. there are many ideas that have been traveling now, and when you have an idea now, the idea of bringing back our, what's it called? Our historical background, which we're putting on the right place now. The idea of my queen wearing a crown, which is something that has happened before, now that people, so those ideas, if we bring it down, and then people start adopting those ideas. When they adopt it in Ife, in Oshogbo, in Ibadan, in Lagos, and everywhere, what do you think that's the empire doing what?
Yeah, growing.
They're conquering. Mm-hmm. We're not, it's not about machetes, like I said, and guns. It's about empire of ideas, which means when your idea can actually be adopted in different lands, then it means your empire is what?
Growing.
It's growing.
And then you are the emperor of the empire.
Of the empire, which you are the
head of it.
The head of the ideas.
Mm. Now, I know that, for most kingship institutions across Nigeria, polygamy is acceptable for most. Let me ask you what your wife would, think about, you taking another wife.
If you're passionate about your people, and if you really work, you are working every day. It's not easy to just have maybe in the olden days when maybe our forefathers I don't know if they know all their jobs or something like that, but what I'm saying is that a king, I don't even have time for one. For one wife. I've been working since morning. Since 7 o'clock, I have to attend to people. There are many issues. I'm going for development. If anything happens, I'm the one to go there. Sometimes I don't see my queen until late in the night. In the same house. Do I have time for her? Only one. Not to talk about two now. At night when I finish. So how is it that a king that actually, I'm not gonna speak for people that has 4 or 5 wives as king, but I don't know when they actually have time for these
extras.
These extras. But everybody has a way of knowing it. But if I know personally, a developing place like mine needs so much attention. Reorientation, sensitizing the people. So I preach, I do this. I go to the mosque, I preach. I go to the mosque, I do my royal status as a spiritual father. Yes, I'm very, very spiritual. And that's a very, very good thing. I'm very close to God, which makes me a real great father among my people. And they really love me for that.
All right, we'll go for a short break now. When we come back, we'll be speaking culture and tradition with the Oluwo of Iwo land, Oba Rashid Adewale Akanbi. Stay with us.